On a typical day, thousands of Kenyan youth wake up every day in search of jobs. If lucky, some will find work as day laborers or try to make their living as hustlers. Kenya is one of the leading economies in sub-Saharan Africa. Over the past decade, the economy has grown by an average of 5%. This growth, however, is not enough to create sufficient employment opportunities for a growing population.
When you look at maturity of the countries, more specifically the developing countries, the challenges that we have among the youth are basically the youth who are underemployed or unemployed, underskilled or unskilled at all.
Technical and vocational skills are critical in poverty reduction.
TVET is very important because it produces the manpower we need to sustain our economic growth in this country, which has taken off very well. We have mega projects that are taking place now, the standard gauge railway, the LAPSET project, a number of these infrastructure projects that need manpower. And generally in the economy, from tourism to any other sector, we need people with quality training, which is industry focused. That means they are in tandem with the requirements of the industry.
I think in my career now at the moment, actually I would proudly talk of TVET. It's become part of my DNA now, and everywhere I go actually I preach about TVET, because for me, even in my current company actually, you realize that some of the people I've worked with who have gone through TVET actually, they are much more productive than even some of the people who have gone through other systems outside there.
Young men and women acquire knowledge and skills on different levels across a wide range of institutional and work settings in diverse socio-economic contexts.
An opportunity now for the TVETs, especially the private sector institutions who are offering tertiary education as an alternative, to be supported by the policy environment, a very low-hanging fruit to make sure that those institutions are included in the HELB offering so that students are able to finance their education more easily instead of having to really put a strain on their families to be able to finance their education.
Vocational professions include carpentry, masonry, tailoring, automobile mechanics, welding, electrical installation, painting, mechanical and electrical engineering, creative media, ICT, robotics, and many others.
I work with an organization called Recruit Prerequisites Limited, meaning Victor and Ruth. My aim was to change the life of the attitude of youths in Kenya. I decided to start training my own people on job training.
70% of our classes are all practical, right? So lots of case studies, lots of working with clients to do real jobs under the supervision of the master teachers.
I've done a diploma in mechanical engineering, production options, and right now I'm an apprentice here at Centurion System. Our journey started back in Coca-Cola, where we started our first module in mechanical. Then we went to Krohn's, where we did our electrical modules, and now we are here at Centurion, where we are doing electronics.
We have approximately 1 million students going into high school, and 50,000 then being eligible for universities, and approximately 450,000 being eligible for vocational institutions and trainings, of which we have some 200 plus vocational institutions within the country, and the rest of the students drop out of high school. So the relevance of TVET is extensive in Kenya's context because with an effective system, it could create prospects for students who drop out of high schools.
There's been a lot of expansion in TVET in terms of the institutions. Currently, we have done 203 out of the possible 290. And also, we want to have a vocational training center in every ward. That means we will have 1,450 vocational training centers across the country.
To attain the various mega projects under Vision 2030, the country requires at least 30,000 technologists, 90,000 technicians, and more than 400,000 craftsmen, according to government statistics.
Just this year, we are starting with a new priority area of our development cooperation with Kenya. The two governments have decided last year that they will introduce vocational training as one part of and as a new priority area of our vocational training of our development cooperation here in Kenya.
I want to encourage everyone out there that give it a chance, go and discover your talent, because for sure this will give you a platform to discover your talent.
Welcome to the Hands on the Future National TVET Conference. Help us to realize the potential of TVET in building the Kenya of tomorrow.
TVET is awesome.
Consider TVET as really a vehicle to being empowered.
TVET is hands-on.
TVET is fantastic.
TVET is practical, it's out there, and it's life-changing.
TVET is all about gaining practical skills in training.
TVET, to me, I'll describe TVET as a step into the future.
TVET ni shwari.